Trying this on acoustic is just crazy, but...
I watched fans playing riffs, and I'm pretty sure I saw someone play that riff better than I just played it.
I mean, one riff that just out of nowhere is one of the most economical riffs I've ever heard, and so fun because I can really hear James laughing when he came up with it. Is the like that's funny. That's funny. That's a funny riff. James Hetfield is definitely one of the best guitar players that has ever walked this earth. Even though I know sort of theoretically how to play Master of Puppets, it's impossible to play downstrokes the way that he does from start to finish for 7 minutes. Truly mind-blowing.
You could also do some fine rock riffs on this.
The first guitar player that got me really interested and kind of fascinated by the sound of the instrument was Eddie Van Halen. When I first started playing, the things he was doing, the things that band was doing, and him in particular were doing, were pretty unattainable for a beginner guitar player. And I think I was aware enough to realize that I couldn't really do that yet. But his style of playing and the sounds he was making with the instrument, he was definitely my very first guitar hero. I don't even know if that's right. I haven't played that in years, but that's Unchained is a great one. Kind of keeping what I was saying, the first riff, like guitar part I learned, was, I think, The Clash. Should I Stay or Should I Go? It was it even did the anybody can do that. I mean, that's kind of made for a beginner, and I think I knew that at the time, so I was like, I bet I can figure that out.
Maiden. All right, how's about the song Iron Maiden? All the parts at once.
So when I was a kid, my older brother Dan used to listen to metal upstairs, and I always heard this song about a sanitarium, and it turned into one of my favorite songs from my favorite records, Master of Puppets, and Welcome Home Sanitarium. Last time we were here, I played that on the little Hello Kitty guitar, but yeah, that riff is one of my very first riffs I ever played.
Well, it was the second riff I ever learned to play, which is Judas Priest. I was at a friend of mine's house. He was a drummer, and he had a guitar, but he had a guitar. And I remember I picked up the guitar, and he's like, "You want to learn how to play Breaking the Law?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, that would be awesome." But I thought it would be way too hard. I was like, "Oh, it seems so intimidating." So he showed it to me, and I tell you what, that might be one of, outside the first time I had sex, that might have been the best moment of my life.
So it was actually the Band of Gypsies record that did it for me. And I heard it when I was 8 years old. My cousin brought it over with him when he came to live with my mother and me. It was great. I didn't even know what Hendrix looked like because the album didn't have a cover. That was one that was missing a cover. And then my cousin went to the library and photocopied some old Rolling Stone magazines and brought him back. I was like, whoa, he looks like us. Oh my God. And my own bastardized version of Voodoo Child's Slight Return. So instead of doing the I couldn't do all that, so I just kind of got together like and then realized the octave, that kind of thing.
I have, since I'm rolling with the 1962 Hello Kitty, I figured it'd be appropriate that I play this band because they are the Cat's Pajamas. Some people say my love cannot be true. Please believe me, my love, and I'll show you. I'll give you all those things you thought unreal. The sun, the moon, the stars all bear my seal.
Writing with my chem, and I was always like, I would follow vocal or kind of like write my melodies around where Gerard would be singing, and so a lot of the stuff that I would do were like octave lines. And I remember being in the studio and we were recording Helena, and going in and doing my part, and just on the choruses just like that. Kicks into the ending to change it up to go. I remember the engineer at the time and him being like, "Whoa, that's a cool chorus." And I was like, "Really?"
But the first one was. That was sort of the thing that was the riff that originated everything, and then it was the. That's the up sort of bridge into the chorus. And the chorus is one half note up, which is kind of strange.
punk was cool because you could kind of play some of that stuff a little easier, and it wasn't like, I guess, as technical. That wasn't as big a focus in punk rock music, where, you know, metal was more, it had some of the same energy, but was a lot more technical. I mean, punk was, you know, like, you know, just 4 chords, Black Flag, you know, like once you had the power chords down, you could play that stuff. I think one of my favorite Lamb of God riffs that I think on the album we actually ran through a cycle of it acoustic. So it's Ghost Walking, and it's like, I watched like 15 minutes of videos of people, just fans playing riffs, and I'm pretty sure I saw someone play that riff better than I just played it.
First song I ever learned at like maybe my first guitar lesson was, I mean, probably, that was probably the first thing that, and that would have been one of the first things I ever learned. Also couldn't play any Metallica when I was like 9, 10 years old, except I could play.
I was gonna say, I got that much into one, and then when it got to the, like, I was like, nope.
Linoleum, no effects,
Oh, yeah?
Linoleum. When I was able to play that speed, able to like cleanly play that, I was like, yes, okay, yeah.
And then later, in the 90s, when Alice came out, that was cool. The first tune that really caught my attention with Alice was Wood, the video for Wood. I thought that was dope. The whole thing. That's the basic riff. That was dope. I thought that was really cool.
Take another look around, you're not going anywhere. You realize you're getting old and no one seems to care. Where is out of here? Hope down the field.
One that gave me a little bit of trouble initially was the riff for Rock and Roll by Led Zeppelin. I think because I'd only been playing for a few months at that point, but it still felt pretty good to get it on. Now I haven't even rehearsed this, so this could be interesting. I think for me it was Eruption. It was learning the M part. I'm sure a lot of good players probably said, but it's that trying this on acoustic is just crazy. But and so on and so forth. Woo. When I first heard him play it, heard the recorded version, and that particular part was the big hook where you're like, what is that? Because it sounded like it was from outer space, and nobody had really done it like that before.
Number of the Beast was the first one that had kind of like a, was one of the things where I was like, I am playing an Iron Maiden song. Like, it's like, all the solos, definitely not. But like at the time I was like, I can still play like the intro and then coming into
My first band was the Flamin' Moes, and that when we would have covered like Basket Case and things like that. That would have been in our wheelhouse.